Are you? Take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Now you may like to introduce yourself.
Sir, I am Talha Ahmad from Mandi Bahauddin. I was actually born in Khushab, but my family moved out to Mandi Bahauddin when I was 2 years old. So we have been living in Mandi Bahauddin ever since. My father is an assistant chief engineer at Shahtaj Sugar Mills. My mother has been a teacher for the past 20 years. I am the youngest of 3 siblings. My brother is a senior software engineer and my sister is a doctor of pharmacy. I myself have graduated from UET Texla in electrical engineering. I have a major in power. Other than my academic performance, I have been an active part of co-curricular activities in my university. I was the vice president of a social welfare society named Umide-Sub. We work for the welfare of out-of-school children and widows. Other than that, I was the vice captain of UT Texla's cricket team, and playing cricket is also my hobby. My vision is to get to such a position where I can change the life of people and work for their welfare.
When is your interview with the PMS? PP interview कब है?
10 तारीख को सर.
At Lahore or Pindi?
रावलपिंडी सर.
Okay. Just give us the profile of province of Punjab.
Sir, Punjab is situated in the central eastern part of Pakistan. It is the largest province of Pakistan as far as population is concerned, and it is the second largest province of Pakistan as far as area is concerned. Its population is about 12.7 crore according to the census of 2023. It has 42 districts and 11 divisions. It is the major contributor of our economy. The service sector, the industry sector and the agriculture sector, they all contribute to more than 50 to 60% of Pakistan GDPs. And as far as the administration is concerned, it is administered by 48 departments. It has a unicameral legislature with 371 seats. There are 66 seats for women and 8 seats for minorities. And the chief minister is the administrator of the province.
What is the contribution of Punjab in the GDP of Pakistan?
Sir, it contributes more than 50% of the GDP. In all the 3 sectors.
Go and see again. How many legislative assemblies are functional under the Constitution of Pakistan?
Sir, the 4 provinces, and as far as the center is concerned, there is a National Assembly and Senate.
Under the Constitution of Pakistan.
Under the Constitution of Pakistan.
How you will assess the impact of climate change on the agriculture sector in Pakistan?
So it has impacted the agriculture sector very badly. As far as the 2022 floods were concerned, about 33 million acres of the land in Pakistan was impacted, and it has also impacted the livestock of our country, and this has a major impact on our agriculture sector. And this is not the first event. It has impacted our agriculture sector in the past, during the past calamities. So it has become more of a routine as we are facing floods at a regular basis now.
What is the rationale of tax policy in a province? What type of taxes provinces are collecting?
Sir, after the 18th Amendment, the provinces are empowered to collect the agriculture taxes and other local taxes, whereas the FBR can collect the central taxes, but it has become decentralized after the 18th Amendment.
What is the significance of 1857 in the history of subcontinent?
Sir, it was the year in which the War of Independence was fought. It was also called a mutiny by the English rulers of that time. However, it had a great impact on the Muslims of subcontinent as it was the major shift and they were taken out of the power. And it also impacted the lives of Muslims in such a way that they were the major enemies for the crown, and the Indians got into a partnership with the.
Welcome to CSPs Academy for CSS PMS preparation. CSS PMS तहरीरी इम्तिहान के तमाम मज़ामीन की ऑनलाइन और ऑन कैंपस तैयारी के साथ साथ सब्जेक्ट सिलेक्शन, असाइनमेंट चेकिंग, क्लास टेस्ट, मॉक एग्जाम, इंडिविजुअल टीचर डिस्कशन और फीडबैक सेशन का इनकाद किया जाएगा। इसके अलावा FPSC की तजवीज़ करदा बुक्स से बने मयारी नोट्स और CSPs पब्लिशर की बेहतरीन बुक्स मुहैया की जाएंगी। रजिस्टर नाउ at 0316 570-1593.
You have done electrical engineering. Listen to me carefully. What is the difference between power and the authority?
Sir, power is the authority. You can authorize a thing by telling another person that this is your responsibility. Whereas power, you can actually do that thing by yourself, and you can also tell it to them.
Thank you.
Our society is extremely polarized in the last 5, 6, 7 years. How do you account for it?
Sir, our society is polarized at the moment regarding many issues. These are also the political issues, the religious issues, social issues, and it is becoming deeper by the passing moment because of the constitutional crisis and the other crises our country is facing. The polarization is also because of the economic situation, and the demagogues or other political leaders, you can call them political leaders, they are influencing the people. So the basic thing that can be done to counter the polarization is to raise awareness in the society about the real issues that are the real issues. And the second thing that can be done is you can eliminate the social causes that cause the polarization. Like if the people are well off, then there is a little chance that they can be influenced by the rhetoric of the political leaders.
Elections are being held, forthcoming elections are being under an interim setup. There is a strong view that it should have been held by the government in power, the government which was running the affairs. It should have been its responsibility and not the interim setup. What is your take on it?
Sir, it is basically the Constitution of Pakistan that empowers the interim setup to arrange the election. So it is not a very constitutional debate that whether it should be an interim setup that should hold the election, because it is necessary that the interim setup holds the election as they ensure impartiality and level playing
The
field.
question is, I'm asking, what is your personal view on it? Whether it should be held by the interim setup or the government which was in power?
No, sir, I am of the view that it should be held by the interim government. They can, because if the last government is in power, they can easily influence the people by their policies. They can give out cash and such sort of things. So it is very necessary that the interim setup should arrange the elections.
Okay. How do you see the governance standards in Punjab?
Sir, Punjab has been far better as far as governance is concerned. If we compare it to the other provinces, we can also observe this with the HDA index, in which Punjab is above the other provinces. However, the governance is not very well when compared to the other countries. We have governance issues because our local governments are not empowered to such a standard where they can perform all their tasks. There is a shadow of bureaucracy and other ties that doesn't let them perform well.
How many forests are there in Pakistan?
Sorry?
Forests.
Forests, I don't know.
What do you know about Changamanga?
So Changamanga, it is an artificial forest. It is the second largest artificial forest in the whole world, and it is situated in district Lahore.
But why it didn't come to your mind when I asked about forests? How many forests are there?
Sir, I thought all of the forests, the natural forests.
Do you think Test cricket is dying under the weight of one day and T20 cricket?
Sir, I think in this part of the world, the part of world we are living in, it is actually dying because of the standard of pitches that we provide in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. But the people that of Australia and England, they really are deep into Test cricket right now. You can see it in the Ashes. There are full house, and so not for me, sir. I actually watch Test cricket very fondly.
You studied political science also. Can you compare for me the definition of power as electrical engineer vis-a-vis definition of power as political scientist?
I will try. Ma'am, in electrical engineering, power is defined as the ability to do work. as it is about energy divided by time. So it is the power to do something. It can be potential energy, it can be kinetic energy, and it can be converted into power. But as far as political science is concerned, it is a power in a broader sense. You can influence your power over people and the state institutions.
Join CSPs, where we believe that your dreams are our mission. So let us be your partners in this transformative journey as we equip you with knowledge, confidence, and resilience required to emerge as CSS toppers. Contact us on our given WhatsApp number 0316 570 1593 or visit our website www.csps.com.pk.
Thank you. Can you compare Virat Kohli with Babar Azam?
Ma'am, I can compare Virat Kohli with Babar Azam, but I don't like this sort of comparison because Virat Kohli has played for a long time, and he has been the standard cricketer with which other cricketers are being compared. Babar has played not that much cricket, and Babar has not performed that well at bigger stages when the stakes are high.
I'm asking to compare about their scores. How many runs have they?
Yes, ma'am, I can compare them. Ma'am, Virat Kohli has...
I'm asking from technical point of view.
Ma'am, Virat Kohli has an average of 49.2 in Test cricket, and he has scored more than 8,000 runs in Test cricket, whereas Babar is fairly new at the setup. He has scored 3,000 runs with an average of 47. In ODI cricket, Virat Kohli has scored more than 10,000 runs with an average of 58. Babar has an average of 55 with 5,000 runs, and I can't recall the T20s.
Barack Obama is your favorite.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am, the policies he brought, that was a radical shift for the United States of America. Like on the domestic front, he solved the problem that FDR took 10 years to solve. The United States of America was in a financial crunch when he came into the power, and he brought the local stimulus bill in which he injected $787 billion into the economy. He also brought the acts like Fair Pay Act, in which he paid the women equal to the men. Other than that, on the international front, he established relation with Cuba, Iran. So he also gave attention towards climate change. So he was a global leader, not just a
leader. Do you think it was right for him to accept Nobel Peace Prize without having done anything for the peace?
Ma'am, peace is a long process, and he tried to break the ice regarding those issues, but unfortunately his predecessors were not interested in those peace processes. So I guess, ma'am, it was rightful for him to accept the Nobel Prize.
Thank you so much, Talha. Dr. Sir?
Thank you, ma'am. Well, Talha, can you tell me then how Einstein's theory of relativity ushered nuclear age?
Oppenheimer took inspiration from the theory of relativity presented by Einstein.
Brief मुझे बताओ ताकि जिन लोगों को नहीं पता उनको भी समझ आ जाए.
The relation E is equal to mc square actually defined that the nuclear fusion in the atomic atoms can take place in that way.
Okay, good. That's pretty good. What is significance of idea of justice in Plato's political thought?
Sir, he thought that justice should be the foremost thing that is in his republic, and his justice is that everyone should work to the best of his ability, the dominant sense in them.
Give your career a boost with CSS PMS preparation from Civil Services Preparatory School. Join CSS PMS for on-campus and online classes. Join us for your bright future. Civil Services Preparatory School, Jeetan Markaz, Islamabad. Register now at 0316 570 1593.
Okay, what Machiavelli says about mercenaries?
Sir, he said the state should not function with mercenaries.
Why?
Sir, they can get influenced by money. The state should have a loyal army.
Can you tell me that why Machiavelli is remembered and called as the first modern political thinker?
Sir, he gave the theory of realism, the ruler should not be influenced by ethics, and his biggest achievement is that Bismarck followed him very much in the unification of Germany. He actually quoted Prince many times during the Prince many times.
Then can you tell me that who followed? He was the chief architect behind the Italian unification. No, sir. Don't know about that. Okay, can you tell me common grounds between fascism and communism?
Sir, fascism is the theory in which
Common grounds.
common grounds.
Yeah.
Sir, basically it's one party system.
Okay,
Both
one.
sir, secondly, the membership is restricted in that party with the specific tests, if I am right, sir. And there is an iron fist for the opposition.
Which one is rightist and which one is leftist?
Sir, communism is leftist, I guess, and fascism is rightist.
Can you define the term leftist?
Sir, leftists are basically liberals that
They are liberals.
no, sir, they want social change, not liberals. I
Social
have used,
change in what manner?
sir, in a radical manner, and for the rightists they are
Can
conservatives.
you tell me when happened third battle of Panipat?
Sir, I can't think.
Okay. Who propounded doctrine of lapse?
Sir, it was given by the English, and it was a
Which English?
I can't call the name of the person, but it was a doctrine that the person that the inheritage has no that you cannot adopt the people, and they will not have any influence on the inheritance, sir.
When started Swadeshi movement and what was the rationale behind it?
Sir, Swadeshi movement was started when there was the partition of Bengal. It was started in the August of 1905, and the rationale behind it that we can really hurt the English industry by just taking the Indian goods. So it did work, and the industry of the Indians
Tell
flourished.
me reason behind the failure of Wavell plan.
Sir, it was a plan that foresaw the it was an interim plan that was defined as an interim plan that a constituent assembly would be formed that would entirely consist of the Indians, but the major issue was the representation, and that how would Muslims be selected and how would Hindus be selected. And there was another thing that Qaid Azam noted that it was called an interim setup, but it might not be an interim setup. It might last.
How many articles were there in the Constitution of Pakistan 1956?
Sir, 234 articles.
234. You must check it. Thank you.
Let's have an informal discussion. ठीक है, क्या है आपकी सेल्फ असेसमेंट क्या है? 1 से 10 में से कितने नंबर दोगे?
So 6.
6 दोगे. Now you have got a good personality. Talha, communication skill तुम्हारे ठीक है, oral language as well as body language. तो इसमें coordination है, intelligent हो, confidence level है. When there is a knowledge level, of course, always there is a room for improvement.
Yes.
Sitting posture is fine. Voice tone और उसका impact ठीक आता है, ठीक है ना? We can listen. Now you are going to appear on 10th. Today is the 5th, and you have about 4 days. What you need to do कि अपना introduction को recast करो. Introduction is self projection. ठीक है ना? Selling yourself. तो उसमें फोकस करो अपना, एंड बी ऑब्जेक्टिविटी हो उसमें. बी ऑब्जेक्टिव. अपनी कोई अचीवमेंट अपने बारे में आपने बताना है. 1 मिनट में डिलीवर करना है. 1 पेज से ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. लिखो, रिहर्स करो उसे. यू नीड टू कम इन टू स्टेट ऑफ प्रिपेयरनेस. तुम बहुत सारे सवाल जो है ना, उनके जवाब जो है वो इधर उधर हो जाते हैं. यू नीड टू फोकस, बी फोकस. ठीक है. अखबार गुज़श्ते जितने भी तुम्हारे पास अवेलेबल हैं, कोई न्यूज़ है, डॉन है, एटलीस्ट 1 मंथ के जो न्यूज़पेपर है उसकी नेशनल, इंटरनेशनल, सोशल और इकोनॉमिक इश्यूज, उनको एक दफ़ा रेपिटेशन होगी, पढ़ लो, रेपिटेशन होगी, कोई कॉम्प्लिकेशन नहीं है. नोटबुक हम रिकमेंड करते हैं इंटरव्यू के लिए. जिस तरह पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन होती है ना, तो उसमें एक टॉपिक है, फिर पॉइंट है 1 2 3 4, इसी तरह पॉइंट बनाओ. तो 100 टॉपिक में तुम्हारे पास ऑलरेडी मटेरियल है, ऑलरेडी बने हुए हैं, आपने उनको पॉइंट को टच करना है, ठीक है ना। तो इफ यू डू ऑल दीज थिंग्स यू कैन इम्प्रूव, अदरवाइज तुम्हारा स्कोर यही होगा जो हमने तुम्हें कह दिए है, ठीक है। आप सर बता,
जब आप जवाब दे रहे होते हैं आप अपनी उंगलियों से खेल रहे होते हैं, खास तौर से ये दोनों को आप मुस्तकिल तौर पर ये इसकी रबिंग कर रहे हैं, ऊपर नीचे कर रहे हैं, ये इसको आप अवॉइड करें, ठीक है। बेहतर होगा आपके लिए कि आप ऐसे अपने हाथ इस तरह से रखकर, पोजीशन आपके हाथ की इस तरह से होनी चाहिए, और ये इससे लगता है कि आप नर्वस हैं, ठीक है। और बाकी आप वो जवाब ट्राई ना करें जिसका आपको पता ना हो। आप 2-3 दफ़ा आपने जवाब देने की कोशिश की और फिर जो है यू हैव टू कट अ सॉरी फिगर, उसको अवॉइड करो, ठीक है। बाकी आप में पोटेंशियल है।
Talha, you are an intelligent boy. You are articulate. You have no language barrier. You can communicate your thoughts very well. ये जो इन्होंने नोटिस किया, मैंने भी यही नोटिस किया कि आपका थंब ट्विच कर रहा है. डू यू हैव अ ट्विच और वर यू नर्वस?
नहीं मैम, नर्वसनेस थी.
नर्वसनेस थी, यस. सो दैट वाज विजिबल. तो इस तरह सुकून से बैठो. यू आर गुड, सो यू हैव नथिंग टू वरी. कॉन्फिडेंटली जवाब दो बिकॉज यू आर ऑल्सो इंटेलिजेंट. बेटा जब कोई सवाल पूछे तो ये नहीं कहते कि आई डोंट लाइक दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन.
यस मैम, ठीक है.
ठीक है.
आई फेल्ट लाइक दिस मैम बोलने के बाद मुझे लगा था.
हाँ, you don't say that. If I have asked you,
Yes.
then you should give a comparison, and you can do it professionally, empirically. You're an engineer, you can give an empirical answer,
Yes.
which you did subsequently. But you never say, "Gee, I don't like this kind of question." You can never tell the panelists that. We didn't ask you about your books. Have you read these books?
Yes.
Have full grip on it because you'll be asked questions on it. ठीक है. क्रिकेट के ऊपर भी आपके ऊपर सवाल होंगे. What do you draw?
मैम इतना को खास मैम प्रोफेशनली या इस तरह तो नहीं, लेकिन थोड़ा शौक है मैम.
क्या ड्रॉ करते हो?
मैम सीनरीज.
सीनरीज, लैंडस्केप्स.
यस.
ड्राइंग पे भी बेटा देख लेना who are the famous पाकिस्तानी आर्टिस्ट इन इट. ड्राइंग पेंसिल ड्राइंग करते हो कि वो करते हो पेस्टल्स? पेंसिल में देख लेना. देयर आर सम गुड नेम्स इन पाकिस्तान और इंटरनेशनली भी. ठीक है. वीकनेस में केयरलेस इज नॉट अ वेरी गुड वीकनेस टू शो. और मल्टीटास्किंग इज नॉट अ वीकनेस. मल्टीटास्किंग इज एबिलिटी. सो प्लीज रिव्यू योर वीकनेसेस. मैं ऑप्टिमिस्ट काट दूं ऊपर से स्ट्रेंथ से और उसकी जगह मल्टीटास्कर लिख दूं.
ठीक है.
और केयरलेस से ज़्यादा इट डजंट रिफ्लेक्ट. यू कांट बी अ गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट एंड बी केयरलेस. यू हैव द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द होल प्रोविंस. सो यू कांट हैव केयरलेस पीपल देयर. सो दिस इज detrimental to you. Even if you're careless, improve yourself and write something better here. Okay? I wish you all the best.
हाँ, आप केयरलेस है ना, शेव भी नहीं करके आए वहाँ से इंटरव्यू के लिए. दिस इज मॉक इंटरव्यू ताकि आपकी तैयारी हो जाए. अच्छा, आप कुछ आंसर करते हो, वर्ड बड़े केयरलेसली यूज कर रहे होते हैं. आपने कहा कि छांगा मंगा आर्टिफिशियल जंगल है, मतलब वो क्या प्लास्टिक का जंगल तो नहीं है. आप ये कहें कि मैन मेड है, ठीक है. और वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट कसूर में, डिस्ट्रिक्ट लाहौर में, जिसका नहीं पता ना वो ना आप बताएं. लेकिन बहुत सारे आंसर्स आपने बहुत अच्छे दिए, लेकिन उसको थोड़ा सा क्रिस्प करें. अंडरस्टैंड आप में पोटेंशियल, जो आज के दिन का पोटेंशियल है वो 130 तक का है. इसको फर्दर इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं. कंपटीशन इज़ वेरी टफ. आपने आइंस्टाइन का बताया, आप बताएं कि कंसंट्रेटेड मैथ्स जो है जब वो टूटता है कुछ स्पेसिफिक मैथ्स तो बहुत ज़्यादा एनर्जी इनलीश करता है. इसी से साइंटिस्ट ने कहा कि यार इसको यूटिलाइज करें न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी में. बाकी जो चीज़ें हैं ना उनको थोड़ा सा क्रिस्प, आपको पता है आंसर्स, लेकिन आपको उनको आर्टिकुलेट करके बहुत क्रिस्प किस्म के आंसर्स नहीं देने आ रहे. पता है आपको नॉलेज का, ठीक है. और ये पाकिस्तान अफेयर्स के ऊपर जो चंद एक चीज़ें टोकन टाइप क्वेश्चन जो है उनको थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ कर दीजिए कि कौन सी इंपॉर्टेंट सिग्निफिकेंट वॉर्स हुई हैं, ठीक है. तो और पाकिस्तान अफेयर्स का जो 47 से पहले वाला पोर्शन है, स्पेसिफिकली 1916 से ऑनवर्ड, उसको थोड़ा सा. ठीक है.
ठीक है
Okay.
ठीक है मैम